Okay, hello. Emma's here. Hi,
Hello,
Emma.
everybody.
And Sherry's here. I'm just trying to get yarn out my thing out of the middle of my skein, and look, I can't. I can't find it.
Are you getting a lot of boogers?
I'm
Yarn,
gonna get. I'm
yarn.
gonna. I'm gonna get the whole center of the whole skein coming out. Here's what I'm
You
getting.
got yarn snot.
It's gonna be
Yarn
half
barf.
half the skein of yarn's coming out at me. Look,
Whoops. Hold on.
I
I'm
can't.
sorry. My volume was up.
God, I
So
can't even get
I've got.
that.
While you're working on that, let me ask a question.
Okay.
Okay.
Wow.
My question is this. I'm not sure what yarn I want to use, so I caked up two different options here.
Okay.
One of them is this, which is a willow yarns. It's called Gaia, and it is a size 2 sport weight yarn. And it is a 70% cotton, 30% wool. All right. And it's this color is called Woodcliff. All right.
Okay.
So it's a gray brown. All
Okay.
right.
Uh-huh.
So that's option one. Option two is this haiku drape. And it is a sport weight, I believe. No, it's got to be a. What weight is this? I'm going to say it's a fingering weight. I think it's a size 1. And it's 100% rayon. So which rayon is actually it's not a synthetic material. It's like a bamboo kind of. It's like a
Right.
tencel.
Yeah.
You know.
Mm-hmm.
So the drape on it is going to be really, really nice. But I don't know that with this pattern we need a really, really nice drape.
I want drape.
Okay, so I think I'm going to go with, even though it's going to take me longer, because if you look, these are both 100-gram skeins, and you can see the size difference between the two.
Yeah.
Because this is a finer yarn than this.
Yeah.
So it's going to take me a bit longer with the drape, but I think that this color is going to look so cool with like a pair of light jeans.
Yeah.
So I think I'm going to go with this.
Now that I've done this, I finally found the center pull, but I had to blow up the whole. I blew up the whole skein, and now it's all big and fat.
Well, and I think what's really cool about this pattern is it doesn't matter what size or what weight yarn you use.
No.
You just do more.
Yeah. You just make
repeats.
It work.
You just make more repeats.
Yeah.
And I do think I brought in various hook sizes because I think that even though the hook size that says to use for this yarn is a 325 to 375 hook, I am going to use a bigger hook because I want it to be more relaxed.
Well, I only have my 4.5, but I'm going to grab a 4 real quick because I might want my 4.
So I think I'm going to use, I don't know if I want a 4.5 or a 4. I think a 5. I was going to go 5, but I think 5 might be too big. So I think I'm going to go with 4.5 and see how that looks.
So if anybody knows anything about yarn, I got this Bambootiful from Hobby Lobby. And so it's already contradicting itself on the label. Because it says it's a lightweight yarn. Okay, so light to me is a 3.
Correct.
But then it has 5, and 5 is a bulky. So it's already contradicting itself. It doesn't know what it is. Are you lightweight? Are you bulky weight? We don't know. But I think it's more of a lightweight. I think it's more of a, for sure, DK weight. I don't think it's not as large as worsted. I think it's finer than worsted. Now, my label says it's calling for a 4. The pattern at a 3 weight calls for a 4.5. So.
Oh, the pattern at the 3 weight calls for a 4.5 millimeter hook?
Yep.
And so I probably don't want to use a 4.5 millimeter. I should probably go down. I'll use a 4.
Yep.
I could probably go down smaller than that, but I didn't bring any smaller in with me.
So this is, my yarn is cotton bamboo 50-50. So.
Okay. And mine's 100% rayon, which is.
Like, do I want to try the 4.5 or the 4? 4.5 or 4? I've been doing my
I
other
would go for a
sweater
5.
with a 4.
Do you think I should use a 4, or do you think I should go get a smaller hook?
I don't know.
I'm going to go get my 3-5. Hold on just
I'm
one
going
second.
to get a 3-5. See, lots of times, this is why they tell you to gauge swatch things, because you never know how your yarn and the hook you're using is going to work out on your project until you gauge swatch it. So, but who likes to gauge swatch? Not me. I mean, so this pattern, it's just a hexy cardigan. This pattern that we're following is a cropped hexy cardigan versus
Which I think is going to
longer.
be cute.
Yeah. And it's by Hey Hey Crochet.
Hey, hey.
It's on her blog. She's got a free video tutorial. I mean, it's everywhere. She's got it all over the place. And what I like about hers, I'll show you what I like. The picture, I'll show you what I like. I like the scalloped edge.
That is very cute.
Scallop edge around the sleeves and all around the body of the cardigan. And then that little tie front, I think, is awfully cute.
And I like the kind of bell sleeves.
And the bell sleeves, yes. My last cardigan, I didn't do bell sleeves. I narrowed them down as I went and then put a cuff on them. But this one, I want the bell sleeves. So it is a Granny Hexie. And she's a fan of stacked double crochets.
Good. I like them.
You can do those, or you can do chain 3. So, but you're not a fan of a magic ring. So
no, I'm not a fan of a magic ring.
She starts with a magic ring as well. So.
No, I won't be using that.
So, time to decide, 4 or 4.5. I'm thinking the 4. This really looks like a finer yarn. It really does to me.
It's definitely not a 5. I can tell you that.
No, no, and it's not a 4. I wouldn't even call it a 4. I held it up to some 4-weight yarns even, and I'm like, no, it's not a 4-weight yarn. All right, I am going to do a magic ring. You can do your circle.
Yep, I'm going to do my chain 4 slip stitch to make a circle.
There you go. And I'm going to start with a magic ring. And so
this yarn is very, very stringy.
Uh-oh.
It's going to be very splitty.
Hello, Mary Lou, Brenda, and Shannon. Hello, hello.
Yes, we are going to be very splitty today.
So if you were going to start with your stacked single crochet,
I'm going to put a single.
I'm going to do my chain 3.
I'm going to do a single and then a single.
And then work 2 double crochets. So you're going to have a total of 3. So basically, you're starting with a little granny cluster here. So you're going to make your first little granny cluster. And then, of course, you're going to chain 3.
I think what I'm going to do, I am going to put I'm going to get I'm going to put a link to this pattern into the chat.
Oh, okay. Perfect.
Is that fine?
Yeah. Hello, Michelle. Oh, Michelle's making banana bread. Yum. All right. So you chain 3, and then you make another granny cluster, which is 3 double crochets. And then you chain 3. And then you do another cluster of 3.
This color reminds me of my senior pictures. No. I take that back. My 11th grade school picture. I wore a sweater this color.
I did not really want this blue. I was looking for something a little different, but I was having a hard time finding
quantity.
Finding a yarn I wanted to use and a color I wanted, if that makes any sense. Shopping at the stores for yarn is difficult when you're looking for. I wanted a finer weight yarn. I didn't want
But did you see the news about Michaels?
yeah.
That they're increasing their yarn by 25%?
Yeah. And
In
they're gonna have Joann's.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So that's exciting because
Yeah.
my Michaels suckos for yarn.
Yeah.
Wait, so we're supposed to have six, correct? 6 groups of 3?
It's weird. It's weird because she's hang on. How does she do this? She's worked 2 double and you're beginning, then 3. Oh yeah. So she does it weird. She gives you directions for the first 2 and then says repeat 4 more times. It's very weird. I don't know why people write patterns like that sometimes. It's like, just tell us how to do the first one and then say do it 5 more times. Don't give directions twice. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I probably should have chained more than 4. I'm running out of space in my circle.
I'm sure that you are. That's a lot to put in one little tiny area.
Probably should have chained 6 or something. In fact, you know what? It's going to be too bulky to be an underarm of a sweater. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I'm going to make this a little bit bigger. That's a lot of stitches to try to fit into a chain 4 circle.
I'm sure it is. Now, of course, when you get back around, you're going to slip stitch to your beginning there.
Jennifer, I posted a link to the pattern right up above in chat.
And then slip stitch to your beginning when you get back.
I can tell already that this is I am not going to like this yarn.
I'm not going to like this yarn.
It's just very, very splitty. I wonder if I should try a bigger hook. I went with 3.5. I think I'm gonna bump up to a 4.
I'm trying to see how small I can get my ring here.
I'm gonna bump up to a 4mm hook.
You should do it, Shannon. And these are fun to make.
Oh, these are super fun.
They're really fun to make.
They're so easy and so fun. And I don't know, for some reason, even though it is a simple, I never get bored doing these for some reason.
How many?
Oh yeah, that's much better with a 4mm hook.
How many of them have you made? I've only made 1.
This will be my 3rd.
All right. Thank you.
Well, but I've done sweaters before, cardigans.
Emma wished me a happy birthday. Thank you.
Oh, happy birthday.
It's tomorrow.
Yeah, happy early birthday.
Thank you. Okay, we'll wait for Angie to get her center.
I'm so sorry.
No, you're fine. Absolutely fine.
I just had way too much going on in that little teeny circle.
I'm sure. That was a little slot.
Hi, Nate.
Hi, Nate.
Everybody says hi, Nate.
Everybody being me.
Everybody being Mindy. Mindy says hi, everybody. Nate says hi, everybody. Now, are we going to be turning?
Yes.
Okay.
I was just getting ready to tell you that. Thank you, Michelle. Yeah, I was just getting ready to tell you that. We're going to turn at the end of the round. Turn your work. Chain 3.
And our chain 3 is going to be our beginning.
Yep. And then you work 2 more in that space to make your first cluster.
Gotcha. All right.
Are you back?
I'm back.
She's back.
Oops, I'm sorry about. So is Junie. I'm sorry.
And then chain 3.
Yep. And
do another cluster in the same space.
All righty.
So this is going to be like a corner, I guess.
June bug. I'm so sorry. Let me close my door. I don't know if somebody's here or what. But Nate's on top of it.
Oh, good. Nate got it, huh?
Yeah, he's on top of it. There we go. So do you have any big birthday plans?
Not really.
Okay.
Hang on.
Okay, so after
I gotta read this pattern. Did I read this wrong? Hang on.
Let's
Okay, so we did our first cluster, chain 3, work another cluster into the same chain space, then chain 1, work 1 cluster, chain 3,
work cluster into the same chain space. So yeah, so we're gonna go to the next.
Are we doing 2 clusters in each one?
No. 2 clusters in each chain 3 space, yes.
Right.
But not two. Yeah, we're doing a cluster, chain 3 cluster in each chain 3 space.
Right. Yes.
And with a chain 1 in between.
Right. So we're in our next space. So we're doing a cluster, chain 3, cluster. All in the same space.
It's amazing what a difference it made just to move up a half a hook size.
I'm sure. Then a chain 1, then go to your next space and do 2 clusters that are separated by a chain 3.
Oh, Mindy's having a birthday party, Karen says. Are you having a birthday? Yes, she said birthday party at Mindy's.
Well, I am having a birthday party, but it's
what
not.
When should I arrive?
It's not until Sunday.
Oh, well, I have plans Sunday. I can't come.
Yeah. So so there's 3 of us that have birthdays in June. There's my niece, she's first on the 4th. Then there's me, the 14th, and then Shannon is the 24th. And Sunday happens to be Father's Day.
Oh, so you're just gonna kill 4 birds with 1 stone,
Yeah.
huh?
So we're getting the whole shebang.
Gotcha. We are also gonna have a cookout for Father's Day.
See, there you go.
I'm gonna make my very famous baked beans, my 8-hour baked beans.
8 hours?
Yeah, that's how long I cook them for.
That's a long time.
It is a long time, but they're delicious. My 8-hour baked beans, and I'm gonna make my world famous potato salad. And we're having hots and brats.
Well, we decided not to do cookout food, like cookout style food.
Oh, okay.
We're going Mexican.
Ooh, fun.
Yep.
Okay, I've made it back around. I imagine I'm going to slip stitch into the top of my chain 3.
I think so. One moment. Slip stitch into the first stitch of the round. And then I bet we're going to turn our work. Yep. Turn our work.
Chain 3 and turn. I always chain before I turn. I don't know why, but it's more comfortable for me.
And then do your 2 double crochets in that space to finish up your cluster. Okay, well, I don't like where I put my slip stitch there because it looks really weird there. I don't like that. It like pulled up too far. You know what I mean? Like made a weird gappy thing I didn't like.
Ooh, you don't want to be gappy.
I know. I didn't like it. So now I'm behind. Okay, now it.
Chain 3 and...
See, I have a feeling this isn't right.
What do you mean?
I have a feeling this is not right. Well, maybe it is. Hang on.
Okay, so it says always chain 1 before you move on to the next chain space.
Chain 3, 2 double crochets, chain 1, When you come to one of the 6 corners, work 2 clusters. Oh, so this is not a corner. Okay, never mind. That's not a corner.
Nope. Oh shit, we weren't in a corner, were we?
That's not a corner.
That's not a corner. So we were only supposed to do 1 cluster there.
Yep, we do 1 cluster there and a chain 1, and then you move on, and then you're in a corner. So in your corners, you do the 2 clusters with a chain 3 between them.
And when you're in a chain 1 space, you just do 1 cluster.
Correct. And between those, you just do 1 chain.
Correct.
1 chain before it at this point and 1 chain after it, because we only have 1 that's not in a corner.
Correct.
On this round.
On this round.
On this round. Mm-hmm. Once you get this going, it's just easy.
Yeah, once you get going with it, and because all of them are written a little bit differently too.
Mm-hmm.
And I think because we're all using different weight of yarn, and different size hooks, her instructions are not gonna be
right.
Do so many rounds. It's gonna be go to
a certain length,
much of a measurement.
Yeah,
exactly.
A length or a size or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bambootiful came in very neutral colors. And you know that's not my jam. I could have gotten a brown or a green or a gray or a...
Now, is Bambootiful what we used for our very first project, that pillowcase?
No.
Oh, no, we used Fresh Haven.
Yeah.
Which was also a bamboo type
yes.
of yarn.
Yes.
Yeah, this yarn, this haiku drape that I'm using right now, this very much reminds me, the feeling of it very much reminds me of like what's the one I'm thinking of? A kobu or a trubu.
Oh. Yeah, I thought of maybe doing a kobu so I could get that pretty pink that they have.
Yes.
I went over to Walmart because I know they have kobu. They had 1 skein of the pink.
See, you're lucky you live in a bigger metropolitan area. So you have more of a selection. I mean,
yeah, but I wasn't having a whole lot of selection. Oh my goodness.
But my Walmart has like Walmart brand yarn and some Red Heart, and that's it.
Oh, yeah, we got more than that.
Yeah, I've been to your Walmart. It's definitely a bigger yarn selection.
I don't even know how to get this to come apart here. This is why I couldn't get it out of the skein even.
Oh, is it all
hard? Yeah, it's got a knot in it somewhere here. Like if I pull this, it's just tightening somewhere. It's tightening up. I cannot get this to come apart. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Ridiculous.
Like, where does this strand even go to? Like, I'm frustrated here. You know what it's like when you can't get it to come apart even? I'm like,
last week I was the one struggling with yarn.
I know. Look at this mess I have. And then,
well, you should have seen me because of this came in Hanks, this haiku drape.
Okay.
And just because of the drape of it and the weight of it, trying to hank it or trying to ball it, or you know what I'm trying to say.
Cake it.
Thank you. Trying to cake it up, it was just a nightmare. It was so messy, and it took me forever to even do 2 cakes. I've got 3 more hanks over there. I'm not sure how many I'm going to need, so I just caked up 2.
I don't know what to do with it at this point here. I can't.
So I imagine now, okay, so I'm done with round 3.
Yeah.
Round 4. We're just going to keep going. And
Round
we're
4, you just keep.
and round 5 and round 6, you're
add
just
more.
going to repeat, adding 1 cluster in each edge.
Add more single clusters as you go.
Yep.
I'm never going to be able to crochet today at this point. Look.
No,
I'm
you're
seriously not going to. What do I do here? Like, where does
Now
this...
she says, repeat it until you have the number of rounds for the desired length of your cardigan.
There you go.
So
however long or short or cropped you may want it.
But keep in mind that if you want it to be longer in length, as you're going along here, you are also increasing the length of your sleeves.
Yep.
So you need to keep that in mind. If you want to make it longer than what you want your sleeves, you're going to have to
you can always add rounds.
And add rounds to the length without adding, to the... And I'll show you in just a second. I'm going to finish up this round and I'll show you how this folds. So you can, just in case you haven't made a hexie-cardi before, or I'll show you how it folds up so you can test and see your sleeve length.
I'm done.
Yeah, Karen, you better get on the road to get to a party in Michigan. You can go to Mindy's party and then you can come up to my party if you want.
There you go. I might
Jerry's on her way.
I might just cut this off and go with the outside strand. I've got the outside strand. I cannot get this.
I hate working from the outside.
So do I, but look what, I cannot find any, I can't get anywhere with this.
That is a mess. Oh my gosh, that's a nightmare.
I know, I can't get anywhere with it.
You know what I might do?
Hmm.
I might grab a different skein and start with a different skein. And save that for later.
It's a nightmare.
How many did you get?
I don't even know. 5? If I can find the inside pull for the next one, I mean,
Hi, Dawn. Dawn's here now. Maddie always, if Maddie's around when she starts a new skein, she always throws it at me and makes me find the end for her.
Well, this one worked. So
Maddie's like me. She goes in streaks with her crafting. So Maddie's in a mad diamond painting streak right now.
Are you too?
I am as well, yes. So we've both been diamond painting.
I'm gonna move this real quick.
Beans.
Need my scissors. Move my table. Move my table. Move my table. That one skein is just a disaster. Like I said, I couldn't even get it to come out of the inside of the ball with a great big yarn snot or nothing. It was just like, you just go out of my sight for now.
Just get away from me for now.
Yeah, get gone. I hate it when that happens. Okay.
Yeah, I made a hexie-cardi out of this really cool yarn. I don't think I have. Oh, I do have some. Let me show it to you. It's very, very. I have this left over. Isn't that beautiful?
Oh yeah, is it
It's sparkly and soft and fuzzy.
I want to say I know the name of that yarn, but
it is a Caron crystal cake.
Oh, okay. I was thinking it was something else. But...
No, Caron crystal cake. And it says it's a medium weight 4, but because it's so fuzzy, I think it's actually more like a 5. It came out, I didn't need nearly as much yarn as I thought I was going to need for the sweater. This is very snaggy yarn. Man, I got to be really careful with this.
Well, there. I have now attached a new ball of yarn here.
Good.
That was going to drive me insane.
Thanks. It is pretty, isn't it? So what I did, Shannon, is I had 4 colors and of that. I had so I had this color. Okay, this one, which has, you know, and then I had this color, which is
that
just
is
a
green.
teal.
Ooh.
But no, it's a teal.
Is it?
Yeah, it's called peacock. It's not green.
Okay.
It's like it's a very jewel toned. And then I had this, which has the same reds as. Wait, hold on. So this has some of the reds that are in this, and then I had like a silvery brown that matched this. So I did it in like stripes.
Did you stripe it with those?
I striped it with those. And I did use all the silvery brown, so I don't have any of that left. But I've got enough left that 3. I think I could probably make a whole nother sweater.
I mean, you got a lot left there.
I do. Yeah, I've got 3 whole cakes left there.
I haven't actually done one striped.
I don't know that I have. I don't know if those crystal cakes are available anymore because I've had those for years. So I don't want to start something that I might not have enough. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, my first one I made, I did with that jewel spun, and I just let the jewel spun change colors.
Yes, I love.
I was watching the live from my local yarn shop this morning.
Yes.
They got a new yarn in their store.
Yeah, what is it?
Jewel spun.
I love jewel spun.
So do I.
Oh, I gotta say that's definitely one of my very favorite yarns.
That cardigan turned out so well, just letting that change colors.
The other Hexie cardi I made was the Jason Momoa Jack Black one for Nate.
Oh yeah.
So that also striped.
And what colors was that one?
He wanted the blue. It was blue, green, purple. Yeah.
Never did see that. You should post a picture of it.
I will. Yeah, I think he wore it to school exactly once, and that was it. It was like the novelty of it, you know.
Yeah, had to have it.
Okay, so here I just want to show you guys what I was talking about. Okay, so this is what your hexagon looks like. And as you go, it's going to get wrinkly and it's going to look like, oh my gosh, whatever. That doesn't look right, but it is right. Because what you do when you fold this, you're going to fold it in such a way that...
Not that way.
Not that way. Not that way. You're going to fold it in such a way like this to where this is your body and this is your arm, okay? So it's gonna be more like this. So this is half of this is like, say, your left half. So this is where you're gonna join your back together, and this is your arm. So if you want to make your cardigan longer and you keep going, you have to be very careful that you don't keep going so far that your arms get too long. So you want to end off, if you want a longer cardigan, you got to end off at the length that you want your arms to be. And then once you put it together, you can add rounds to the bottom to make the bottom longer.
And you can add rounds to the front.
Yes.
Yeah. And the back. I mean, that's how you can customize this to fit.
And actually, if you don't want your sleeves to be bell sleeves, you can end off sooner and then reduce to make your like end off before the length of the arms that you want, and then do some decreasing to
which is what I did. I did that with my last one.
Yep, to slim down your armholes.
I made the sleeves narrow down. There's a whole thing how you reduce these too, these clusters and stuff.
Yeah.
You put two together or you do something. I don't remember now, but
Karen, I have seen some really cool projects done in that itty bitty stripes. I have not worked with it, but I love the look of it.
Somewhere. For you.
Oh, you got me some too?
Yeah, you done?
No, I'm not done.
Have you worked at all with the itty bitty stripes?
No.
I haven't either, but I love the look of the things I've seen that have been done with it. I actually looked for some at my local store, and the color that they had was just, in fact, it was at Walmart, because they do sell some Red Heart at my Walmart. The colors that they had just were not my jam, so I didn't get it.
This is actually going to be a pretty, like, dusty blue color.
Let me see. Get it closer to the camera. Oh, yeah, that is very pretty.
Yeah. I really would have liked something pink, or I was going for pink, but it didn't happen.
I think this is going to look so. I have a pair of light colored, like capri jeans, just like short jeans. I think that it's going to look cute with this color.
This stuff is all mangled up inside. Okay, I got the
The second skein is too.
Oh, now I got my outer strand. I think no, this is just a knot. It's just knotted up. Thought it was the outer yarn.
Oh, right.
But it's not. It's just a little knot situation.
Whoever came up with the whole hexacardy thing, they were a genius.
That was intelligent, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was.
I have 2 other sweaters I'm working on right now. I have one that's with all of my hand-dyed yarns in 5 or 6 different colors.
Yes.
That's my wavy sweater.
Yep.
I have my front panel done, my back panel, I'm getting close to halfway.
Nice.
Yep. And then I had some yarn. I was trying to put some yarns away. And I had this yarn that I was working with. It's a, what is it? Can't remember what it's called now. It's a Lion Brand yarn. Anyhow, I was working on a sweater. They called it Turkey Trot with Marley Bird.
Okay.
And I got started on it, and then I didn't. And then Turkey Trot was over, and I lost the patterns. And anyhow,
oh geez,
I tore the whole thing apart. And it's a striping, changing color yarn. I had all these little balls of yarn after I tore the one panel I was working on apart. So I decided to start another sweater with it. And
wow, that's not like you to start so many projects.
I have 1, 2, 3. Now this makes 4. Oh, hello. Is it Vima? Just found my channel. Well, welcome.
Oh, hi, Vima.
Welcome.
Hi, Tammy.
I was going to say, somebody else just popped in. Tammy.
Tammy,
Sorry.
Tammy, if you scroll back up on chat, I put the link to the pattern up there.
I had to laugh at Tammy. She posted a bag that she made.
Yes.
And I'm like, that looks very much like the bag I just made, Tammy.
It did too.
Yeah. I think it's basically the same pattern and same yarn. Funny.
The red heart yarn that I have found I've actually found a red heart yarn that I am in love with and obsessed with, and I will order it again and again and again.
What would that be?
It is, hold on, let me grab it.
A red heart yarn she's obsessed with.
Yes. And I love this color too. It's right behind me. Roll with it melange.
Oh.
It is, isn't that beautiful?
That's red heart?
This is red heart. It's a single ply, like a roving style single ply yarn. It's a 4-weight and it is 100% acrylic, but it doesn't look like it. It looks like a high-end yarn to me anyway. And
I didn't think it was
red heart.
I did not think it was red heart. I thought it was mounts.
Yep, it's red heart and it's soft as soft can be. It's just nice. It's just really, really really nice yarn. And I've made where is it? I don't think it's in here actually. I've got a panel, actually I've got almost a whole sweater in granny stitch done with it, with this color. Another one I found that I like is from Hobby, whatever, and it's similar to the red heart roll with it melange, is this Tea Time. It's called Tea Time.
Oh, yeah.
Look at those fun colors.
That's pretty. Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of, it's like every color in the rainbow you can think of.
I know. I was thinking for a minute, I was almost tempted to ask you to postpone this till I could order some yarn somewhere else.
Oh, this would have been a fun. This would have been a fun yarn to do this sweater in.
Oh yeah, that's like using the what's that yarn?
Or you know what else would have been pretty? I've got this mandala ombre. That would have been pretty. But I've only got 3 cakes of it. I'm not sure if that would have been enough.
I could get that at my Walmart right now.
I wanted to do a solid color, I think.
That's what I was going for, is a solid.
Yeah.
The last one I made with the jewel spun was color changing, and I wanted a solid.
Right.
I did want pink, but you know, I got what I got. And it will be pretty. I mean, it's not that it's not going to be pretty.
So Nate's on summer vacation now.
Oh, yay.
And his girlfriend lives up in Lewiston, which is about an hour away from my friend Jennifer's cottage up north that I go to. So we're going to work something out where she comes down here and stays for a few days. And then I'm going to drive her home because she's 16, but she doesn't have her license yet. I'm going to take her home and then I'm going to go spend a couple weeks up north.
Oh.
Yeah. So I'll be gone. I'm going to leave on the 23rd. And I'll be gone through the 4th of July holiday. I'm excited about that. I haven't gone up in a couple of years, which I used to spend half my summer up there. So I'm excited to go up and spend some time.
When are we yarn shopping?
Oh, I thought that was next week. Yeah, the 21st. I think we decided to go.
We're gonna do the 20th.
Or the 20th. I think 20th. I thought. Yeah.
20th. Yep, that's the middle of the mitten yarn shop hop thing. A lot of the stores are up there around Angie's area.
Yep. Oh, I made it all the way back around again. Wow, that was a fast round.
I know, sometimes they are, aren't they?
Sometimes they are, yeah.
My other sweater that I'm making is a MJ's Off the Hook. It is her Granny Pop sweater.
Yes, I'm making the granny pop.
Are you?
That's what I'm making out of that red heart melange.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't know where it is. I wish
Isn't that interesting? You and I are working on the same thing
Yeah.
and didn't even know it.
You know what? My panels were in here, and I don't know where they went. They were in here.
Now wait, yours is a paneled sweater? Are you doing a cardigan?
I'm doing. Oh no, it's not panels, is it? It's one piece.
It's one piece. Yeah.
Yeah, it's one piece.
Yeah.
Where is it? I swear it was in here. I must have. Where did I put it?
It ran away.
It did run away. It was in here on the shelf.
Did you take it out to your chair to work on it?
I may have.
I know where mine's at, Angie.
Well, I've got so many freaking started projects, Mindy. Not even funny.
I can go find mine right now.
Yeah, I couldn't. If you asked me to go find it, it would probably take me 15, 20 minutes. I'll show it to you though when I do find it.
I'll go get mine. I'll show it to you. I'm trying
Okay.
to remember the name of the yarn. I don't know why I can't remember it.
That's so weird that I don't know where it is. I also got some other funky single ply yarn. This is Premier Yarns Color Spun, and it's a bulky. It says it's a 4-weight, but I swear this is a bulky 5. But it is also very pretty. But this is a 65 acrylic, 35 superwash merino. So it's got a nicer. It feels. It's got a nicer feel.
I thought you were going to haul that out at one point. I was thinking that other one, the roll with it melange, was that.
Oh yeah, no, this is the Premier Spun colors
because they're so similar.
Oh, I don't think they're similar. If you saw them together, they're not similar at all.
Yeah, I think they are similar because of the way they color change and stuff like that. But
well, maybe that. But like this one is 35% superwash, 65%.
The spun colors is?
Yes.
Is superwash merino?
Yep. They're 65 acrylic, 35 superwash.
I thought it was just acrylic.
No. Huh. I've got 2 different colors of it. I've got this color. And then I've got this one, which I like this one even better with the teals and stuff in it.
Hi, Sue.
Hi,
So,
Sue.
my yarn is Ferris wheel.
Oh, I like Ferris wheel.
And this is my colors.
Let me see.
So, cherry on top.
Ooh, that's beautiful.
Yep. So
now Ferris wheel, that's a Premier, right?
This is Lion Brand.
Lion Brand.
And it is 100% acrylic. It's really soft acrylic. You know what I mean? Soft.
Yes.
So this is what my sweater is looking like right now. Because the granny pop is done
in rounds.
Yeah, and I'm not connected yet even. So here's what I look like so far.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So it's a V-neck.
Yes.
Here's the V. And then I'm almost to the point where I connect. And then you break for arms and whatnot. But I've noticed that the color change is doing something very interesting.
This is a granny pop that I started actually for my daughter. I used Kieran Skinny Cake.
Okay.
And I've done until I've got my bottom band on.
Did you just use the Skinny Cake for the band too?
Yeah, just laid
so you
out.
Just let it change colors.
I just let it change. You can tell it did change a little bit down here, but I just rolled with it.
Yeah.
But this is for my daughter. I haven't finished the V neck yet, and I haven't put the sleeves on yet.
Yeah. Do you know what I'm noticing about mine? The way the colors are changing.
What's
this
that?
side is much lighter, and this side's getting all the dark colors.
Ooh, yeah.
It's very weird.
Yeah.
Like, look.
That's what I think. That's why I'm having a hard time because
See,
I
this
don't.
side's real dark and this side's the lighter. I don't know. It'll be fine. It's pretty.
This is why I haven't done anything. I haven't progressed with this because I don't know about the sleeves, how the colors are going to roll. Because I just let it roll. You know what I mean? I didn't color
Right.
control or anything.
I haven't either. I'm just doing it.
So I'm just letting it roll. But I'm wondering how the sleeves are going to look if I do that.
Just
So I don't know.
I mean, you have another cake of that?
I do have another cake of it, yeah.
So you could start your sleeves at the same
At the
color,
same spot, right.
and then use the other cake to start your other sleeve at
Right.
the same color.
And I think you're right. I think I was thinking, because that's the one I'm doing the Granny Pop. Just the pullover. But I think I'm doing another, that Red Heart Melange. It is in
With the
panels,
panels.
but it's still Granny Stitch. I'm going to go find it. Hold on.
Now she's like, now I'm on a mission.
I am on a mission.
I'm going to go find that thing now. I was going to say, yeah, this one's a pullover, a V-neck pullover. I've never made a pullover sweater. I've only made cardigans. So that will be my first pullover sweater. And it's going really fast. It doesn't take a whole lot of time. That's the neat thing about, I mean, the granny stitch goes super fast. Like I was just driving around, or I was riding around, let me say. No, Tammy, the ones we're showing you are ones that we're just working on our own.
I did find it.
She found it. Look at that.
I did find it. I knew I would be able to find it.
Was it out at your chair?
Was
it out at your chair?
No, it was in the pile of whips.
Oh, okay.
The giant pile of whips. So I'm just altering this a bit. This is also an MJ, but it was just, what you do is you just take two granny squares,
Just make a granny
put them together, and then you take two more granny squares and make sleeves.
Got ya.
So I've got my sleeves done. Here, these are my sleeves. And this is my front. Now I did alter this a little bit because I don't really care for the boat neck look. You know what I mean? Where it's just straight across and you sew it together. So I did take and I added 3 more rows to the shoulder areas so that I could have a little bit more of a crew neck.
That's why I liked this one with the V-neck.
Yeah. I wanted this to be a little bit more of a crew neck. So I added some, so it would go down. But then this is how far I am on my back panel. So
Tammy, just go to MJ's Off the Hook. She's got all kinds of sweaters. She's got a new one too that just came out, which is really
cool.
The
Caribbean Sea.
Yes.
I really like that one.
Yes. So she's got nice sweater patterns. Angie's got that one. Her and I are both, the one we just showed you before is the same one. That one is called a Granny Pop V-neck pullover or something like that.
And this is just, this is a granny. I can't believe I'm this far on this.
Yeah.
I've got the whole front panel. I got both sleeves. I'm halfway done with the back panel. I could pop this out in no time.
Yes.
Why don't I just finish it?
I don't know. Because you get distracted and
I do. I get so sidetracked. I could finish that in no time.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll do that tonight. I'll finish that up.
Because your back panel is almost done too?
Yeah, my back panel is, let's see how big it is. My back panel is this big.
Oh, yeah. It's pretty large.
So, yeah, I've just got.
And then you got all your pieces.
I've got all my pieces. Yeah, I've done my.
But then you got to do what, like some ribbing or something?
Some ribbing, yeah. I'll have to do some ribbing on the collar. But I love doing ribbing. So that.
Do you really?
Oh, I love doing ribbing.
I hate ribbing.
I love it.
What is your favorite ribbing pattern?
I like to do chain the length of the width of the ribbing that you like, and then do single crochet back loop only, back and forth, back and forth, back and
That's
forth.
what I was doing on my other panel. I don't like doing ribbing.
Oh, I love doing it. And then you have to slip stitch into the next 2
Yeah, I don't like ribbing.
stitches on your base. And
you know why I don't like ribbing?
why?
It takes forever.
I know, but it's worth it. It looks so good.
It takes forever.
But it looks so good when it's done. I love ribbing.
You're doing a lot of stitches to not feel like you're making much progress. Oh, boy.
Well, I'll do all your ribbing for you if you weave in all my ends.
Hey, that would be a deal right there.
That would be a deal for me, too. I'd like to work out that deal. Too bad we don't live closer.
I don't mind weaving in ends.
Because I'm working on a baby blanket right now, and I've got so many ends. Oh, my gosh. Let me show it to you. Hold on.
Yeah, I don't mind weaving in ends. I mean, I don't mind the ribbing. It just feels like it's taking forever to do a ribbing. You guys all love ribbing. You guys are interesting.
Oh, some people like ribbing too. Thank you, everybody.
Tammy, Jennifer.
Oh, see? Love it. Good. Okay.
I just feel like it takes so long to make any progress with ribbing.
So I'm using my favorite Drops saffron yarn for this baby blanket. And this is what...
Is that a lightweight yarn?
It is a sport weight yarn.
Okay.
And this is what it's looking like so far.
How pretty.
Yeah. So I've got... These leaves have to get tacked down yet. And then these... petals get tacked down.
What is that? What is that pattern?
It is called Mixology 3. It is a hooked on sunshine pattern, my favorite designer, and it is a culmination of 3 patterns put together with some rows added in between. So it's part hooked on Christmas, which is this part here. This is very thick because it's layered. There's a lot of layers in there. Part hooked on Christmas, part soliloquy.
Hooked on Christmas?
Part soliloquy and part Ardith. I think. Yeah, I think. But look at all my ends that I've got back here, because you know I don't weave them in as I go. Look at the ends. So I would happily make that deal with you.
See, I feel like weaving in ends, I feel like I make faster progress than doing ribbing. It shows more progress quicker. I don't know. Something like that.
I hate it. I absolutely hate it. You know how much I despise it.
I weave in my ends pretty much as I go. Not every end as I go, but hi.
I mean, I try to bury them as I work as much as possible.
Somebody wants to get into it. Who wants to get into it?
Maybe one guess.
Misty. Misty wants to eat my sandwich.
Uh-oh.
The pecans and the chips and my salad.
Misty, Misty, Misty. Oh, Misty.
It's not in the way up here.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Dawn likes the leaves not tacked down.
Really? I'm thinking just because it's a baby blanket, I want to tack them down. I don't know. But maybe the baby would like to play with them. I don't know. Be a tactile thing.
It could be a fidget blanket.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's going to be... I'm also making her a another blanket that's going to be more of a usable baby blanket that I am actually making up the pattern for.
Really?
Yes. And I'm writing it down as I go, and I'm going to put it out as a tutorial.
Really?
Yes.
Wow.
Yep. So, but then that's going to be like a usable, car seat blanket or whatever. This is just more like a, an heirloom blanket for pretty.
Right.
And I'm actually in the, I was doing some reading on, I don't know, some blog about how to incorporate, I'm going to tapestry crochet her name into the border of the blanket.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think that'll be kind of cool.
I am liking the yarn for the drape on this.
I'm liking the drape of this too.
It's going to be a very flowy cardigan, is what I was hoping for.
Yes. I'm liking this drape too.
Yeah.
But it's just going to take quite a while because it's so fine. So for homework, we want to get one. How far do we want to go?
In a week?
Yes.
Get a panel done, I suppose.
Okay, that's what I was wondering. That's a lot of work.
I know it is.
But
and you got
that's one thing that I
blankets
do.
And
Well, the one that I'm making that's just going to be like for general use, that I don't need to have done until baby's born, which is the beginning of September. But this one, this mixology one that I just showed you, I just got the invitation for the baby shower, and it's July 27th. So yes, so that has become my
main project,
main priority. Yes.
And you're at the easier part right now with the smaller rounds.
Exactly.
Those rounds are going to start getting longer and longer. And
yes,
longer.
They are.
Well, these are too, but
one good thing is I'm going up north and there's not much to do up there. So I'm thinking I'll get a lot done up there. The baby's name is Lily. They've already named her. But they're spelling it with just Lily.
I've seen that.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that.
Well, you wouldn't be confused. You would know it's Lily.
I know, but it looks like Lily. To me, anyway. I'm a member of this Facebook group, and it's called That Name is a Tragedy, and tragedies spelled like really weird and it has people with their baby names. Man, there's people that come up with some crazy baby names.
I know. We've talked many times about students' names that I've had.
I know. I remember when I was the popcorn mom for the elementary schools and I would have to do the spreadsheets for Friday popcorn. I was like, I can tell all of these kids have millennials for parents by the names that they've got for these kids.
Mine, I could more pick out ethnicity.
Oh, yeah, that too.
More than age or whatever.
I cautioned my daughter when she named my oldest granddaughter after my grandmother. My grandmother's name was Marie, which is fine. So my granddaughter's name is Marie, which is a fine, good, old-fashioned name. But Marie's last name is Dela Cruz. So I was like, honey, they're going to automatically think her name is Maria. You know what I mean? Because her last name's Hispanic. And it does. Every teacher calls her Maria.
Really?
Yeah. No. Shannon said she taught a brother and sister whose names were Prodigy and Empress. That's crazy.
Have you heard my favorites, Shannon? My favorites were Lamangelo and
what?
Mm-hmm.
Lamangelo.
Lamangelo. Yeah, that's lemon jello.
Yes, it is. It's lemon jello.
And they had a brother, Orangelo.
Orange jello.
We had lemon jello and orange jello.
That is hilarious.
My favorite girl name was Chemistry.
No.
Mm-hmm.
Chemistry.
I had a Chemistry. Mm-hmm. But then there was the family that were, let me see if I can remember them. Dakota, Arizona.
Mm-hmm. Well, I have two.
There were 5 of them. The joke was that they had a long ways to go to get all 50 states named for their children.
Well, I have 2 nephews. I have one nephew named Tuff, Tuff, and one nephew named, and his brother's name is Dodge.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, Tuff and Dodge.
They should be put together, Tough Dodge.
Yep. My favorite story, I've got a favorite story from work about a name. So I worked at the police department and I was the evidence technician. So a lot of times personal possessions were taken in as evidence on cases. And after the case was resolved in whatever way, the property would be released back to the owners. So we had a computerized system that would tag in the evidence. And I got a call that there was a lady up in the front lobby that was there to retrieve some of her property. So I pulled up the release form on the computer, printed it out, grabbed the item, headed to the front and looked down at the package. And where it was supposed to say the name of the person that it was being given to, it said female pajamas. And I thought, okay, great. The officer typed it into the reporting correctly. And he put the description of the item in the name field. You know what I mean? And he flip-flopped it, is what I'm thinking. So I look in the, item description, hoping to find the person's name. And it was like, a wallet or something like that. And I'm like, well, what the heck is going on?
Who's this person then?
So I go out there and I'm forced to yell out female pajamas. You know what I mean? Because and this lady stands up, comes stomping up to me, and she goes, "It's female pajama." Her name was actually female pajamas, but it was pronounced female pajama.
Sure.
Yeah.
People who have a real good grasp on the phonics of our language there.
Well, and what was funny about it is she was so offended. And I'm thinking to me, this cannot be the first time that this has happened to you.
Right.
That, I cannot be the first person to call you female pajamas.
Bye, Tammy. And one name was non-smoking.
Non-smoking.
Yes, Karen. Yeah, that's a good.
That's a good rule.
Plan.
Yes.
Where do you think the people came up with the name Lamangelo and Orangelo? I mean, they had to,
Probably that's what she was served. That's probably what she was served in her hospital.
Who knows, right?
Yeah.
And then, of course, there's just those names that you don't even know how to say them. There's too many consonants, not enough vowels.
Yes.
You don't even know what they are.
Well, and then there's
completely made up bunch of crap. Just
and then the popular thing now is to use a name that is phonetically a name, but it's spelled ridiculously.
Right.
Like Ashley, except AS instead of ASHLEY is ASHLEIGH. Or they.
Well, there's worse. That one makes sense. There's worse.
Well, it does. There's worse. I know that was just like a easy example.
So many bizarre things. Oh. And then, I mean, I literally had kids that I would say their name wrong.
Usnavy. Dawn has an Usnavy.
Usneve.
Oh, Sean says
Hi, Sean.
Randy. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's Randy. That looks like Randay. Randay.
Renee.
I don't even know what JKMN is. Jackamole? What is that? I don't even know.
I don't know. Someone in that group I was in was all up in arms because they wanted to name their child a name that was unpronounceable. It started with X and it had no vowels in it.
Right. That's what I said. Too many consonants.
And then they were pronouncing it something that didn't even sound remotely like the spelling. And the hospital wouldn't let them name the baby that because there was some state law that you couldn't have that many consonants in a row without a vowel or something.
Well, that's a good law.
I think so too.
I literally had kids who it took me weeks and weeks to pronounce their name correctly because I would see it and I would mispronounce it every time.
Well, and then those poor kids that have to try to learn how to spell their names.
Right. I mean, they totally looked like something else to me. And my brain was just like, I see this. I can't make anything else come out of my mouth. It doesn't look like that to me. So.
Yeah, it's just funny how you can kind of tell what generation kids come from on their names. Like Angie is such a 70s name. You know what I mean? Like
Angie.
Yeah.
Angie.
Exactly. And my sister's names are Heather and Holly. I mean, Heather, come on, that's so 70s.
People who are named after songs, I can't help but sing songs like Brandy and
Angie.
Yeah. Dale's daughter was named after Sweet Melissa.
I love that song.
I'm like, okay, all right then.
Lasha, pronounced Ladasha.
What? Where's the D?
Yeah.
There's no D in that. No.
My sister-in-law wanted to name her daughter Subaru, but settled on Nicole. Good. That was a good compromise.
Names that are backwards, like Nevaeh is a huge name.
Oh yeah,
it's heaven backwards.
Yeah.
There's some others too besides Nevaeh, but Nevaeh was huge for a while.
Yes, it was.
It was like 17. It's a dash.
And then
the dash. Oh, they say the dash. La dash. Oh,
that's
just so
like
that's la hypha, like la hyphenated. I mean, la comma. What are we gonna start doing? La comma mo or what? Oh, come on.
We had in my granddaughter's class there was a My King and a My Prince. Like their name was My King.
Well, I mean, I guess you got to hand it to some people for
creativity. Yeah, I guess.
My
kids all
sometimes creativity and stupidity are, walking hand in hand there.
Oh, Sue says that JKMN is Noel. How?
Yeah, that makes absolutely no sense. Who spells Noel like that? That makes absolutely no sense at all.
No. Oh, Noel, JKLMN.
What?
Sue's making a joke.
Oh, God.
That was a good one, Sue.
Have you seen the car? Oh, what is it? What kind of car is it? There's a bumper sticker or a sticker that goes on the car. JK, it does the alphabet. What car is that? And the car's name is part of the alphabet.
Alfa Romeo?
It's on a car.
Oh.
It's the name of a car. But they put this bumper sticker on there and it's spelled, oh, never mind.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know.
Oh, never mind, Mindy.
I'll see it again someday and I'll remember.
Mm-hmm.
The Elemento, it's a car, and they put the car name in the middle of it.
Toyota?
No. Your daughter did not have a student named Shit.
No.
That is not, no.
No.
There's one of those backwards ones, right? Samaj is James, yes. There's a lot of backwards ones. I just can't think of any right now, but.
Hey, what, bud? Do I know what is for dinner? Not yet.
All right.
Text Dad and ask him.
Okay.
Nate must be extra hungry today. He's already asking what's for dinner.
Did he come home and have a snack?
Well, he's been home all day. He's on summer break.
Oh, that's right. Did he have lunch?
I don't think he did. I should have told him warm up some. We had some what's that, hibachi the other night. We got leftover hibachi in there. He should have that.
The other day, Dale went to the bar to get tacos because he didn't get to his Mexican market to get tacos on Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
So he went to the bar with his friend the other day and got tacos. And so he asked me if I wanted any, and I said, I'll take a taco. Well, they don't come a taco, apparently.
Okay.
So he brought me 3 tacos.
Were they small?
No, they were just a regular sized taco.
Oh.
Just regular sized taco, 3 tacos. I ate 1. I was done with 1. So then I was like, well, I'll put these in the refrigerator. I don't know if you'll want them later, but, he had
Were
them
they hard shell or soft shell?
soft shells.
Oh, okay.
He had them the next day for lunch, my other 2 tacos. So he had his taco fill. And then we're having tacos on Sunday. He's going to have...
Oh, see? Oh, look. I was just looking at this pattern.
You probably...
When she gets to the point of her length, her sleeve is not long enough.
Right.
So...
We're going to have to add on to
We're going to have to add on to our sleeve.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah.
They probably didn't say his name. They probably didn't pronounce it Shit. It was probably something like
Shait or something.
Shait or Shiite. Or, yes, it was probably something, yeah, not Shit. Any guesses on how many rounds you're going to have to make this?
Well, I bet you I've got to guess that mine is going to take more rounds than yours. I don't have a measurer with me, but I
like how you call it a measurer.
I don't have a measuring device.
I don't have a measurer.
I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 rounds so far, and it's about as big as my hand.
Let's see how many I have. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm on my 9th.
Oh, look at you go.
Look how big mine is. How big is yours?
Mine is as big as my hand.
Right.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm going to take a lot more rounds.
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
That's okay. This will be a good one for just sitting around. This is a great pattern for like if you want to pay attention to something on TV or if you're, if you're out someplace like at a game or something.
Yeah. Well, yesterday, Dale and we went to Walmart. We took I know what else we did. He went over to the home yesterday to take the trash out because he's kind of babysitting the farm and everything right now.
Is he babysitting the old people?
No, he doesn't have to babysit them, but he is doing stuff over there. Like, yes, last night, take the trash out. Today he went over to work on doorknobs or something. But so last night we went over for him to do the trash, and then we headed to, not Walmart, we headed to Meijer, which is a little bit further away. So I took that sweater I showed you with me.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just easy to just do this. I can sit and I can look out the window and I can watch the traffic go by.
Yep.
I can look for deer. I can, you know.
Yep, exactly.
And just keep going. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, you know, and just
Yep.
keep making my little clusters.
Exactly. Yeah, it's a very, but for some reason it's satisfying because it grows rather quickly.
Correct.
So I don't get bored doing it, which is odd because usually in a project that's extremely repetitious, I'll get
You'll
super
get bored.
bored,
Mm-hmm.
which is why I have 50,000 projects going,
Right. You get bored.
because I get bored. But this one, I don't get bored.
Which is weird, isn't it? Why I don't.
It is weird. I don't know.
Because this is one of the most repetitive, boring. I mean, it really is, but it does go
Mhm.
fast, and you start to.
Right, you can see the fruits of your labor quickly, and so it's a motivator.
Right. I should get my panel from my other sweater and show you.
Your wavy sweater?
Yeah.
Fine, I'll get my panel from my wavy sweater and we can compare.
Oh, we're going to compare waves.
Yeah, let's compare waves, because I was wondering what pattern you're using.
I'm doing the Misha sweater.
Misha.
Misha. It's
who's
ship. It's shippish.
Oh, it's a shipshish pattern?
Uh-huh.
And I'm using Hannah Drapinski pattern.
Who?
That YouTube girl I was telling you about last week, we looked at some of her stuff.
I forgot the name already.
Hold on, I'll go grab mine.
I was going to say 1, 2, 3, go. Let's see who first.
Now, this is one that I would really like to have done by fall. Because I
Is it very fallish?
The colors are fallish. Yeah, well, it's going to be warm.
See, look at, here we go. Here's Angie's colors. Browns and greens and tans.
Burgundies,
Uh-huh.
yellows.
I was gonna guess, but
Yeah, that's my front panel. Let me see yours. Purples and teals.
Yep. Now mine has 3 different yarn companies in it.
Oh, okay. Mine has 2.
Mine has 3.
Mine has 2. I did have to throw in this I threw in this is what is this? Knit picks. But the rest of them are from.
And so see, yours is doing real stripy, and mine's doing more blocks of stripes.
Oh, gotcha. Mine
and
is.
have bigger blocks.
This
of
is
stripes.
this elk and me.
Oh,
Instead of alchemy, it's elk and me.
yep.
But this is 100% baby alpaca. So it is soft as soft can be. And it's going to be warm.
Superwash merino.
Yeah, it's 100%. But can you imagine how soft this feels?
And here's
oh my
my
God, it just.
Here's my front panel. This
Oh,
one.
it's so soft.
Sorry, my front panel. So I have. Let me see. I'll show you. Hang on. Let me go back to the full panel. So you do the border here, the ribbing last.
Mm-hmm.
This is last. So this one's, it's not showing true color here at all. I mean, I got too much light coming on here, but Oh, I just froze. What in the world?
Oh, I did too.
Okay, there. I'm back. Okay. No, I'm not. I'm still froze. What am I?
Yeah, we're frozen.
I'm unfroze now.
Oh,
So
okay.
this is done last. The ribbing is done last. That's a Ruby and Roses. This one's Ruby and Roses. This one's Ruby and Roses. This one here is Yarnable. This one's Yarnable. This one's Ruby and Roses. And this one is Expression Fiber Arts. So they're all
So
different.
that's going to be quite a long sweater then.
It's not that long, really.
No?
No, not really.
I'm going to do mine rather cropped. Mine's going to be
I'm not doing cropped at all.
not cropped because I'm too fat for that, but like it's going to sit just at the
for that.
It's going to sit just at the top of my jeans. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just above it's going to sit above my hips.
Because it's supposed to be a little like poofier. I'm going to try to make the bottom band. I hope the bottom waistband part, that ribbing, is going to be a little tighter.
Oh,
So
see, and mine is going to hang straight.
Oh, see, mine has ribbing at the bottom, so it's going to hopefully.
Yeah, no, mine doesn't have ribbing. Mine just hangs straight.
Got you. Very interesting. We're working on things that are so similar.
That is really interesting. Yeah.
And we didn't
No, we never talked about. This is the
No.
first we've talked about it.
No. Well, I knew you were doing a stripy sweater.
Right.
And you knew I was doing a stripy sweater. We didn't know about all the pop stuff, though.
No, we did not.
Bye, Michelle. Bye, Brenda.
Oh, it is getting to be that time, isn't it?
I guess it is.
So our
didn't
homework is we're gonna get a panel done.
We're going to get a panel done.
And then next week we'll start on, next week we'll probably maybe work on expanding the sleeve.
That would make sense.
Yeah. Whoops, I did 4 double crochets. That was foolish.
Kind of show everybody how we're going to continue with the sleeve.
Yeah. Sounds like a good plan of attack.
Mine could probably fit a small child right now.
Let's see. Mine could probably fit a let's see. Not even a newborn.
No, I wouldn't fit a small child.
No, mine would not even fit a newborn.
Well, it fit a baby. Look.
Yeah.
I'm froze again. I got baby size.
You do. I don't.
A baby.
I'm not even close.
A baby. I'm like, why is this so weird? It's because I'm in the middle of a round. I'm like, oh, it's not.
Yeah. Same.
I'm in the middle of a round. All right. Yeah, I could put that on a baby. A little baby sweater. Of course, I don't know what baby's arm is that big. This would be a huge arm for a baby.
It would be a huge arm for a baby, yes.
Yeah, I don't think a hexie cardigan was good for a baby.
No, I don't think it's the right style for a baby. No. Not at all.
All right, well, keep crocheting your fingers off, man.
All right, I will.
Crochet your fingers off. Crochet them to the bone.
I will. I've got a new series I'm watching, so I'll be excited to have something mindless so I can pay attention.
Hey, you know what? Today I had Jackson for a little while, and I was talking about Moana. We tried to watch Moana, but I don't have Disney on the TV.
Oh, yeah, you got to have Disney.
And she's like, well, you have Disney downstairs, because they put their Disney downstairs on our TV.
Oh.
But we got a new TV upstairs. So while she was here, she hooked me up. She hooked me up with Disney, with Netflix,
Nice.
with Paramount.
Nice. You've got all the stuff
I think that
now.
was it. I know, right?
I've been watching, it's called Below Deck, and it's very, very good. It's a reality show, and it's about these, they call themselves yachties.
Are they catching lobsters?
No, they're the crew members of mega yachts, of charter mega yachts.
Okay.
And it's just very interesting and to see kind of how the other half lives, if you know what I mean.
Right.
Because they have these really, really rich customers, and but you're seeing it from the viewpoint of the deckhands and the stewards. So it's interesting.
Yeah. Well, I wanted to watch, I think it's called Heartland.
Yes, it is called Heartland. I've watched Heartland. Heartland is very good.
Have you watched all of the Heartland? Because
I have watched.
it's
all
quite
of
long,
it.
isn't it?
It's very, very long. It's many, many seasons.
I
Yeah.
was gonna say, and it's not over, right? It's a continuing.
I don't know. I was up to date on it probably a year ago when I finished. I don't know if they're making new ones.
Well, I want to watch that. I wanted to watch it for a long time. It started out as a book series, you know?
See, Jennifer and I have like the same taste in everything almost.
So
We're the same person.
I actually bought like the first 4, 5, 6 books, I think, for Shannon.
Yes.
And that's as far as the book series got. But ever since I bought the books for her, that was years and years ago, then I saw the show come out and I was like, oh, I would like to watch that show. Now I can.
It's a little bit hokey. I mean, it's a little bit Hallmark movie-ish.
Yeah, I know.
It's good. It's good.
Because, I mean, they were intended to be like kids' books.
Yes.
Yeah.
It is very good, though.
Yeah. All right. Well, I suppose we should go and be on our merry ways.
Yeah, on our merry ways.
I'm going to eat my sandwich that Dale brought me from Subway. And
Nice. I'm going to go find something to eat my own self.
there you go.
All right, everybody. We'll see you next week.
We will be back with the completed panel.
Ready to put arms on.
There you go. All right.
All right. Bye.
Everybody.
All right.